for Ghana's development. Mr. Speaker, in our daily lives as Ghanaians, we are faced with numerous challenges, either in sanitation, education, governance, to mention few. While the original Ghanaian mentality has been the government should be the sole caretaker of all these challenges, we as Ghanaian youth and citizens should have a sense of responsibility to complement government efforts in addressing these challenges through volunteering our skills, time, and resources as it has been done in other countries, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, what then is volunteerism? Volunteerism could be described as an unpaid activity where someone gives their time and skill to help a cause. Mr. Speaker of the House, with a yearly enrollment of over 496,000 tertiary students yearly, and with over 86,000 annual graduates, 70% of these graduates end up unemployed. The truth is, Mr. Speaker, it has been said that there are no jobs, but the fact is that our graduates are not equipped with the relevant skills needed to compete in the job market. Research has shown that volunteering has a wider benefit for unemployed and the society, in addition to improving people's skills and self-confidence. The problem with youth employment in Ghana can only be solved by the youth themselves, not the government. I stand to be corrected, Mr. Speaker. One way of addressing the chronic unemployment, particularly as it relates to lack of job experience, is by embracing volunteerism, Mr. Speaker. The House, Mr. Speaker, the Ghanaian youth must deliberately and consciously embrace youth volunteerism, if not for anything, Mr. Speaker, for the sake of gaining experience, requisites for employment. Such volunteerism does not have to be in the so-called big companies, Mr. Speaker. Let's begin in our communities. Look around your communities, the orphanage, the churches, the mosques, the government institution that need services. Can you offer them a service? You are a graduate, you have a skill. Can you offer them? If yes, why don't they need the skills? Mr. Speaker, due to time factor, I believe we as young Ghanaians and students, we don't need to wait for us to complete school before we start giving back to our society. In the chain of the 4 years, we have breaks, semesters, and we have so many times as breaks. We can use this time we use to watch TV, WhatsApp, and Facebook, and social media to go to institutions. If you're studying mass communication, get a TV station, a radio station, volunteer with them. It doesn't take anything from you. If you are standard accounting, go and get organization and tell them, see, I'm coming here to volunteer. They are not going to sack you, Mr. Speaker, the youth of Ghana. So I think we can start from here. So the time we use as breaks in our university, this time can be used to equip ourselves. So by the 4 years you are done with your school, you have about 4 years experience through volunteerism. Mr. Speaker, in concluding my statement, we are proposing solution to the government and then to the National Youth Authority. One problem I have identified as part of volunteering in Ghana is bureaucracy, Mr. Speaker. Most of the times, I think last 2 weeks there was a problem in Asawasi with the Asokori Mompon Municipal Assembly. Some young people wanted to organize a cleanup exercise, but then they were told the community in which they are going to carry out the activities is unquote or quoted as a political, the people there support a so-called political party. So the assembly is not willing to give them waste bins, which we believe this should not be the case, because these are young people, young Ghanaians who are willing to take up the role. So if they come up, regardless the problem the assembly is having with the assemblyman over there, the young people should not be involved in this. So we believe these are, part of the problem we are facing. So in moving forward, the Speaker, the National Youth Authority, I believe, currently is working on its National Youth Volunteer Program, the NYVP from 2021 to 2030 framework. We believe there should be a broader stakeholder consultation. They should consult the young people. They should consult. They should consult the young people, the organization in which bring in these volunteers, because I think yearly we have about 500 young people coming from abroad to Ghana to volunteer. So we believe if we have a law or a bill that can work on this, I believe it will be a good way forward. So, Mr. Speaker, lastly, before I conclude, I would like to acknowledge one. I want us as young I want us as young people to know that our destiny is in our hands. Let's stand up for what we believe in and let's work towards it. Only our efforts can be a much better cafeteria where we serve ourselves, what we cook ourselves. God bless the Ashanti Youth Parliament. God bless Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Thank you very much.